Well, as you've probably guessed, we're not in the UK anymore. We're in our hotel room, as you can see. Small, but all we need. Oh, Denise is on the brews.
Yeah,
She's a good girl. It's not the nicest of brew, these hotel brews, are they? I'm not going to tell you what, yeah, look at this.
Milk powder.
Yeah, I couldn't talk to you in the airport. I felt a bit alien, to be honest, trying to speak in the airport. So I did a little bit of B-roll, which you saw, hopefully, and that panned out all right. Just to give you a bit of an insight to us sort of leaving the country. Yeah, we're not in England, so where are we? I'll leave that for a few minutes, let you work it out, or try and work it out before I reveal later on. We're going to do a bit of street photography while we're here, a bit of architecture, and yeah, just make it up as we go along. I've got Fuji lens, I've got a small bag, Fuji camera, you're on a small tripod, a couple of filters, my coat, and that's about it. So yeah, extremely lightweight for me, extremely lightweight. And Denise has got one camera. So yeah, we're going to make it up as we go along. We're going to have a look around. We've not long been here. We've only been here 5 minutes to get a brew. So we're not far from the old town. We had a right dodgy taxi driver bringing us here. He said, "Do you want a taxi?" Never, 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 never just get in the taxi if he asks for a taxi. Go and find a taxi. But he didn't charge us any extra, but we won't be going back with him anyway. So yeah, stick around. And I know it's a bit different. We're not in the landscape, but it's all new to me, so it'll all be new to you. Catch you in a little while.
Да, конечно.
Конечно. Ну да.
Pretty amazing, all this artwork. You wouldn't get this back at home. It's really good. Some of the colours are so vibrant. The detail in the work as well is brilliant. Really, really good. Right, we've just made it to the square, watching cyclists and stuff like that. The only thing with being in a different country is you have to remember to look the opposite direction. And yeah, this is, I think this, I don't know much about the place, I'll try and fill you in little bits. I think this is the biggest square in Europe.
It's the oldest.
I think it's the biggest, yeah, it's the largest square in Europe, which is pretty cool. I'm not so sure whether we'll be getting a lot of photographs. It might be a lot of architecture. Look at these.
Amazing.
Pony and trap. Quite nice. Let's get on the other side so you can see the light. Let's get on the other side so you can see the light. It's a bit bright. The sun's out. What do you think? Would you believe it would come to a place like this and the sun's going to be out? Every time I go anywhere, the sun's out. Ever so nice out, well pretty. So yeah, this is the square, and I'll do you a bit of a tour. Apparently the pigeons are relentless. That's the square, and yeah, I've seen water coming out of this thing. I've done a little bit of research online, on YouTube as you do. But yeah, this is this all lights up at night, I think, so this could be interesting later on. But yeah, these pigeons are relentless, so you just have to be careful.
Pooped on.
Pooped on. Right, well, if you haven't guessed already, we're in Krakow, in Poland. So, hello. So yeah, we're here for a few days. We've got a visit to Auschwitz tomorrow morning. I'm not sure whether I'll be videoing there or not, and if I do, I'll tag it on to the end, just so that people that want to watch it can, and them that don't have to or don't want to don't have to. But yeah, this square is huge. Absolutely massive. This square is. It's just nothing. Look at it. So pretty cool.
I'm here for the meat dumplings.
Oh yeah, Denise is here for the meat dumplings. Pierogie? I don't know. I just want one of them long bread things, massive long bread things, which is a Zapiekanka or something like that. Zapiekanka. So we're going to get one of them later on. Also, they have in this square, they have a guy that comes out and plays his trumpet, so I'll try and get him on later on. But apparently he gets shot by an arrow, so he stops halfway through playing. Right, we're just going to mooch around. It's going to be a bit of a weird one, this. Little bits of pieces popped together, and we'll just show you a little trip around Krakow and take you on our adventure with us. And I'm sure we'll get a few photographs, even if it's just a bit of street stuff, a little bit of architecture, or just us being stupid, one of the two. So, see you in a little while, and just enjoy these little clips. Well, we've just placed our lock in Poland, in Krakow. We've put little locks all over the country in Britain. I think we left one in Prague as well, didn't we? Left one in Prague, pretty sure we left one in Prague, and I'm sure, well, we definitely left one in Sicily. I don't do a lot of abroad. This is a bit of a dude. Don't lose your head, eh? He's worth a photograph later on, I'm sure, once the light's on him. Or get Denise to climb inside, I reckon. She's at it. Look at this, look. iPhone special.
Or Samsung.
Don't quite know what to do myself. I'm trying to be chilled out, and I don't do chilling out. I don't do chilling out at all. I'm not bothered by anybody. These pigeons aren't bothered by anything. The kids are feeding them. I just stamp my feet on the floor. Anywhere in Piccadilly Circus in London, they'd be all over the place, but these aren't bothered at all. Just can't get them to fly.
Ones with the sugar. That one, this one. Two, please. Two.
Food.
Thank you.
Check here. Thank you, Dziękuję. Dziękuję. We gotta try. We gotta try. Right. Let's try some of the local delicacy.
They are salty.
I think Denise wanted the sugary ones. These are salty ones.
Go away, pigeons.
Stop me belly from rumbling anyway. I think they eat a lot of bread in Poland. This is a tradition apparently for Krakow. Well, yeah. It's the first, it's a start. Photography wise, so far I'm going to struggle. Probably end up taking more photographs of the pigeons than anything else. Still, cheers.
They're salty, aren't they?
We just nearly got a photograph then. I won't be sure until I look at it later on, but yeah, we just spotted this nice bit of plain wall just there with a little lamp post on it, and there was a woman there fumbling in her bag, and I got a picture. Did you get one?
Don't know.
She doesn't know. We both got the camera, we both had the same idea, so I took a shot, so we'll have to see. If it works, you see it now. If it didn't work, you haven't seen it. So yeah, that's a good little spot actually. If you can find the right character walking into that shot, it's nice and clean, proper street photography stuff up. Other than that, we haven't found much more yet. As you notice, I probably put my coat on. We've had our lovely round bread thing, which I will put the name up, what it is. I don't know what it's called, but I'll find out.
Bit salty.
Opinion, we won't be bothering again. It was like a doughy bread, bit sort of pretzel-y, but not as nice.
Very chewy and salty.
Chewy and yeah, and that was a salty one we had, which wasn't good. So yeah, we won't be bothering with them again. Right, we're going to plod on, keep looking around. This is still day one, so we're just checking out the area and trying to get our foot into the place. Down to the river, and it's a big old river and all.
Can't remember the name of it.
I've no idea what it's called. If you want to know what it's called, look up Krakow. Yeah, we're not going to be here pronouncing names and telling you what things are called, because I'm really no good at stuff like that. But it's a big old river, that's for sure. A lot of pleasure cruises on it. It's a very touristy place. And next to us here, look at that for a castle. What's it called?
It's Wawel.
It's Wawel or Wawel. Wawel Hill, something like that. But again, no idea what the name of it is.
There's the dragon.
I'll put the castle up, and yeah, there's lots of dragons around. It's almost like you're in Wales. Pictures of dragons everywhere, and there's some of the dragons actually on some of the ornaments and things like that look like the Loch Ness Monster dragon from all up, you know, up in Scotland that way, because I've got a couple myself from up there. And I'm not sure they're modelled on the same character. Yeah, but Denise was just saying this dragon is something to do with...
It's an old story that he kidnapped a princess, and the king offered like a ransom, if you like, for his daughter's hand in marriage for anyone that would go and rescue her.
There you go.
So some brave dude went and fed the dragon.
Some brave dude
killed
the dragon.
Killed the dragon. And I think that's why his mouth's all burnt.
Oh, right.
Probably.
Oh, so they set fire to his mouth. Okay. Anyway, onward. Oh, we just saw the dragon putting his fire out. How cool is that? Not. Can't be a real dragon though. We all know the real dragons have got 5 fingers, 4 fingers, 6 fingers. Oh, I don't know, I've lost the plot now. The Welsh dragon's got extra fingers. That dragon's got extra legs. It's got 6 at the top for holding his coffee and 2 for standing up. So, I ain't never seen a dragon with 8 legs before now. Definitely not. Definitely not. Changed tactic a little bit now. I've put a longer lens on. Trying to pick off a few detail shots and some graffiti and stuff like that. It just keeps catching my eye. We're heading towards the Jewish quarter as well, so it's probably going to look a little bit more rough around the edges and a bit more interesting. I'll tell you what, people, the driving over here is nuts, and the parking, I've never seen anything like it. Whew, glad I'm not driving. We're heading back to the square. I tell you what, these roads and these crossings, we've just been across a big set of crossings, and you've got a red, obviously a red to stand still and a green to go, as is the green cross code man. But when it's green, it also means cars can go. So not only is it safe for you to cross, it's also safe for you to get run over. So I just don't understand the rules. I really don't. It's like a zebra crossing with a safe green walkman with a buzzer and everything when everyone's walking. But we've had several cars come past as well, haven't we? Oh, God only knows how that works.
You do.
It's going dark, as you can see, and we're back in the square. I'm actually taking a photograph. She's just going to do a...
Go in there.
Yeah, go on.
Go on inside.
You're all right.
A bit lighter.
Yeah, I'm just setting up to take a photograph. I've got this lovely little archway you see behind me, and it's all the lights leading out. There's still a bit of blue in the sky, which is quite nice. Denise is now taking a picture of some girls that they wanted a selfie doing. And yeah, so it's quite a nice little image. Got all these lovely little shapes on the roof, and then the lights are leading you right the way down the alleyway. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, I've managed to get the camera out. I've got a few images today anyway, but this is a start for the evening ones. So we'll see if I can get a few more evening shots with some lights, and hopefully something I like. I've struggled today, I have struggled. But that's the challenge, I suppose. That's the challenge, to try and overcome the situation you're in. Better explain settings wise. I'm on f16, which is giving me a 13-second exposure and a 2-second timer on the camera. That way I'm giving it enough time with 13 seconds to all the people that walk past, because it's really hard to get a photograph in the night without any people in it, but it gives enough time for people to move around, and hopefully there'll be no people in the image. It looks pretty good on the back of the camera. It looks alright. I just like that leading all the way through. So yeah, that's one done. One down. This time we moved round and got underneath this arch. You can see there. Just got round, got the arch sort of surrounding and framing the church, which is pretty awesome. I've also seen another one from a little bit further along here. You're actually looking through the arch. This one's a bit darker here, so I'm not sure if I can get to this one. But the colour's going at the sky now, so I'm going to have to try and find a bit of colour in the sky. No, I have to try and get the image before the colour's gone out of the sky, should I say. So let's have a look along these arches and see if I can find one that frames it quite nicely, and I'll set the camera up and show you again what I'm doing. It looks pretty awesome. It's just, like I say, it's difficult photographing stuff like this when it's a tourist attraction. There's so many people around. Long exposures, that's what we want. Like, this arch looks a bit darker, this might work a bit better. So I'll try this one here. Can't do both things at once, so I'm going to put the U down and get the camera working. Another shot set up. This time I'm shooting towards this big building here. Can't tell you what it is, because you know me, I don't know anything. I've got down low. I'm trying to use these lines in the cobbles in the street to sort of help your eye lead you into the image. I've had to bracket the shot as well. I've taken 3 exposures. I'll show you what I've done is on the top of the Fuji you can click around your exposure setting, so you can knock it up and down. But I've exposed for the really bright highlighted parts in the middle, and then I've exposed for the sort of more the general outside area, so you're getting a little bit more colour in the sky and a little bit more colour on the ground. So I'll blend those 3 together, and that should make quite a nice evening shot. Again, variation on the time scale, all shot at f11, not change of focus at all, it's all in the centre. So yeah, hopefully those blended together might give you quite a nice evening shot on the building. It's nicely illuminated around here, that's for sure. So I'm sure we can find a couple more. I'm going to go around the other side and see if the lights are on around the other side as well now. Yeah, it's alright. Prefer it in the evening than I do in the daytime, that's for sure. And Denise is taking pictures of me like normal. You getting pictures of me, dear?
Yeah, loads.
Got to have me thumbnails, haven't I? Got to have me thumbnails. Right. That's all lit up as well behind us now. Yeah, it looks 10 times better at night than it does in the daytime.
Cold.
But that's my opinion.
I think I want my
The wife
hat
wants her
back.
hat. Let's get Mrs. Sierra out of my bag. We've just had some dinner, tried to find something a bit traditional, and we managed to find a pretty decent little restaurant down one of these back streets. Traditional Polish dumplings. So we've just been in and had some pierogi. I've had pork and beef pierogi, and Denise has had
Pork, cabbage and onion.
There's that zapiekanki. Yeah. That's what we're having tomorrow, zapiekanki. Zapiekanki. She's been laughing at me all day trying to say it, but now I've proved it. Right, so we're going to head back to the hotel probably now. It's gone a bit dark, and there's not much photography now. Yeah, and it's gone chilly. We haven't got our gloves because we left them in the hotel. So we'll probably have a walk back, and yeah, that'll probably be it for this evening. If this turns out longer than expected, I'll cut now and say thanks for watching. And I know it was a bit different than last time, well, different than normal, but it's a bit different for us, to be honest. Well out of my comfort zone, in an area I don't know, with a language I don't know, with money I don't know, and yeah, we don't know anything, to be honest, so we're just making it up as we go along. Hopefully I've got a couple of images, a bit of graffiti.
We came in from that way, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we did come that way, but we're going that way.
Alright.
It's alright. I think I know where I'm going. Yeah, hopefully I've got a couple of images, you know, just our day out really, rather than photographs. And hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more photographic, photogenic even, and we'll see how we get on. But for now, I'll say goodbye, or say goodnight, and you might see us in a minute, or you might see us in a minute, or you may see us next week. So, ciao for now.